And hello once again. Welcome to another live stream here on my channel. My name is John. First of all, my YouTube channel, Sports Bonanza John, with you tonight. Also with you tonight on Twitch at Sport Guru John. Getting set for the final of four between the Red Sox and the Yankees. The Red Sox look for a four-game sweep over their longtime rivals as they have won the first three games. They had a 1-0 game on Friday, but the other two wins pretty emphatic wins for the Red Sox as they have outscored the Yankees in this series 19-5 so far. If you're new to this channel, I appreciate you joining me tonight and would ask a favor if you like the content you hear on here tonight. I appreciate a like and subscribe. Again, Sports Bonanza John, my YouTube handle. If you can like and subscribe if you like my content, it would greatly mean a lot and go a long way. As I do on this stream, before we begin any stream, I do start off the evening with a prayer. Let's do that right now. Lord Jesus, thank you for this day. Thank you for looking over us. Please look over these players tonight and keep everyone safe. In Jesus' name, we pray in your name, Lord. Amen. As I mentioned, fourth and final game of this series between the Red Sox and Yankees. Red Sox winning 6-3 on Thursday night, winning a 1-0 pitchers duel on Friday evening, thumping the Yankees yesterday 12-1. Red Sox entered this series a game and a half behind the Yankees in the division. Now the Red Sox sit a game and a half ahead of the Yankees for second place in the AL East. Red Sox come into the evening 4.5 games behind first place Toronto in the AL East. Yankees are 6 back in the AL East. The Yankees do currently hold the number 2 wild card position in the American League. It is starting to look very much, however, though, if the Yankees want to try to get back to the World Series, that they're going to have to do it as a wild card team because their chances for winning the division keep dissipating day in and day out. Not only do the Yankees trail the Red Sox by a game and a half in the AL East, the Red Sox have a 5-1 season series lead over the Yankees as well. As the Yankees trying to desperately avoid this 4-game sweep by their arch rivals tonight. Dustin May takes the hill for the Red Sox tonight. Carlos Rodon will be on the mound for the Yankees. I do want to point out, if you're a regular viewer on my page, I do want to apologize this week. It has been a very hectic week at work. I did not go on and do the live streams like I wanted to yesterday and during the week. I do want to apologize to anyone if you were expecting those. Work schedule got in the way, but we'll be with you for a lot of streams this coming week. We'll keep you updated on the schedule. For sure, we'll be with you for some college football on Saturday, as that is a guarantee this week, as the full college football season kicks off coming up Thursday and this coming weekend. But tonight it is the fourth of 4 between the Red Sox and the Yankees. Let's go ahead and run down the batting order for the Red Sox tonight. It's going to be Gonzalez at first base leading off. Alex Bregman at third base will bat second. Anthony DHing tonight. He will bat third. Story at shortstop is the cleanup hitter for the Red Sox tonight. Eaton in center field will bat fifth. Duran in left field bats sixth. Rafaela at second base bats seventh. Narvaez, the catcher tonight for the Red Sox, he bats eighth. And Garcia in right field rounds out the batting order tonight for the Red Sox. Mentioned going up against the Yankees starter Carlos Rodon tonight. Rodon coming in with a 13-7 record on the year, tied for the lead in wins with Max Fried. Rodon's 13-7 record, 3.24 ERA. He has 60 walks and has struck out 169 in 152 and 2/3 innings. As he will go out there, try and help the Yankees avoid a 4-game sweep against their arch rival Boston Red Sox tonight. As the night goes on, we will update you on the rest of the Major League Baseball scoreboard as everything else has gone final on the day. This is the only game remaining as we are getting down to the stretch run. We're down to about the final 32, 33 games of the regular season here in Major League Baseball. We're down to about the last 5 weeks or so left in the season. A 75-degree evening in the Bronx tonight. As mentioned, these two teams are trying to catch the first place Toronto Blue Jays. Blue Jays did lose earlier today in Miami to the Marlins 5-3. Again, we will update the full Major League Baseball scoreboard for you here a couple times throughout the evening, as it is another packed house in Yankee Stadium, as it always is for these Red Sox-Yankees rivalries. Red Sox will stay in the AL East following this game. They will head to Baltimore to begin a series with the Orioles. Yankees will stay home and get set to start a series with the Washington Nationals following this game tonight. As Rodon takes the mound here for the Yankees, as we get set for the final game of this series, that is going to be Gonzalez at first base leading it off for the Red Sox. Gonzalez, a .288 hitter. He's got 8 home runs on the season. He's drove in 39. As we are just about set for first pitch in the Bronx, as Rodon looks for the team-leading 14th win for him tonight. And Dustin May will get the start on the mound for the Red Sox in this one. Let's run down a couple quick games before the first pitch as far as games implicating on the pennant races. As I mentioned, the Blue Jays fell to the Marlins today 5-3. Astros were looking for a sweep in Baltimore, but the Orioles won that one 3-2. NL East leading Phillies get the 3-2 win over Washington to win that series. The Brewers, who are the hottest team in baseball coming into this week, they've now lost back-to-back series as the Giants beat the Brewers in Milwaukee 4-3. That NL West series, Dodgers win it 8-2. Padres were looking for a sweep there, but the Dodgers avoid the sweep there. We'll run down the full scoreboard for you coming up here, but we are set to begin. Yankees and Red Sox tonight, as Gonzalez will step up to the plate to begin things on a beautiful Sunday evening in the Bronx. Gonzalez steps in, Rodon sticks his spot on the mound, and we are underway on a Sunday night in Yankee Stadium. The first pitch is a swing and a miss by Gonzalez, 0-1. Gonzalez awaits the 0-1 pitch from Rodon. That's down low. It's a ball and a strike now to Gonzalez. Yankees and Red Sox, still probably the best rivalry in baseball. The 1-1 pitch is low. They check with the appeal to the first base umpire, and he says Gonzalez went around. Here comes the 1-2 pitch from Rodon to Gonzalez. Down low, 2-2. Home plate umpire tonight is Charlie Ramos, first base umpire who just had that appeal call to Alfonso Marquez. Lance Barrett is over at second base, and Carlos Torres, the umpire, over at third base. 2-2 pitch from Rodon to Gonzalez is fouled back, and we'll do another 2-2 pitch. Rodon leading the Yankees staff in strikeouts with the 169 he's got on the season. 2-2 pitch. Once again to Gonzalez is a chopper to short. And the throw over to first base in plenty of time to retire Gonzalez, and that's how the game begins tonight. One down brings up Alex Bregman. Bregman hitting .305 on the season, 16 home runs. He's drove in 53 on the season. He's third on the Red Sox staff in home runs. And the pitch to Rodon is right there at the knees for strike one to Bregman. Bregman awaits the 0-1 pitch from Rodon. Swing and a miss, and quickly Bregman down 0-2. .02 pitch on the way from Rodon to Bregman. Down low. Counts now 1-2. One-two pitch. Bregman lines this one into right field. That's going to be a base hit as that bounces in front of Stanton out there in right field, and it's a one-out single for Bregman here in the first for the Red Sox. Which will bring up the Red Sox DH, Roman Anthony. Anthony, a .284 hitter this season, 5 home runs, 27 runs batted in. Bregman, the lead from first, and the pitch to Anthony's down low for ball one. Anthony steps back in and awaits the 1-0 pitch from Rodon. At the knees, strike one. Evens the count, a ball and a strike. One pitch from Rodon to Anthony. That's foul in the box, and now it's a ball and 2 strikes. Anthony steps back in, and now time call before the 1-2 pitch. Anthony resets in the box and awaits Rodon's 1-2 pitch. Called strike 3 as that hit right at the knees. Anthony looks at that one go by, and 2 down here in the first. We'll bring up Trevor Story. Red Sox shortstop hitting cleanup. .261 hitter, 20 home runs. He's drove in 82. Red Sox leader in batting average and runs batted in. And the pitch is on the inside corner for strike one to Story. Story awaits Rodon's 0-1 pitch with Bregman the lead, a very short lead from first. That, I believe, hit Story, and it did. So Story will take first base. That will advance Duran to second with 2 outs. And it will bring up the number 5 hitter for the Red Sox, Nate Eaton. Eaton, a .241 hitter, just his 18th game of the season. So now 2 on for the Red Sox with 2 outs. And Rodon delivers the pitch to Eaton. That's way high, ball 1. Eaton awaits Rodon's 1-0 pitch. That's at the knees for strike one. Counts even, a ball and a strike. One pitch from Rodon to Eaton. And Rodon steps off and looks at Bregman back at second. Rodon's 1-1 pitch. Popped up. Foul territory, will stay in play for Rice over at first base, who makes the catch. And that retires the Red Sox in the first. They strand two. We head to the bottom of the first inning. It's the Red Sox 0. Yankees will be coming to bat against the starting pitcher for the Red Sox tonight, as it is, May getting the start tonight for the Red Sox. Dustin May, just his fourth start as a Red Sox. He was acquired from the Dodgers. And Ray will face this batting order for the Yankees. Grisham, the center fielder, will lead off. Aaron Judge DHing tonight. He will bat second. Ben Rice at first base will bat third. Bellinger in left field will be the cleanup hitter tonight. Stanton in right field will bat fifth. Jazz Chisholm, second baseman, will bat sixth. McMahon bats seventh. He plays third base. Caballero, the shortstop, will bat eighth. And Wells, the Yankees catcher, will bat ninth to round out the Yankees batting order against Dustin May, who begins making his fourth start as a Red Sox. The 1-2 record in his first three starts with the Red Sox. As Grisham will be the leadoff hitter for the Yankees here in the bottom of the first inning. Grisham on the season hitting .244, 23 home runs. He's drove in 48 on the year. As the Red Sox could not capitalize on getting two men on in the top of the first, as the Yankees will now come to bat. In the fourth and final game of the series, Red Sox took the opener on Thursday night 6-3, won a 1-0 pitchers duel on Friday before a 12-1 thumping for the Red Sox over the Yankees yesterday to set us up for the finale of 4 in this series. Here's Grisham leading off the bottom of the first against Dustin May. And Grisham takes a strike at the knees. Comes the strike one pitch from May. Inside, will even the count, a ball and a strike. Gray in his career against May is Grisham in his career against May is just 1 for 17. The one hit is a home run, however. And the 1-1 pitch is outside. 2-1 the count now to Grisham. May's 2-1 pitch on the way to Grisham. Swing and a miss. Counts even now, 2-2. May looks back in and delivers the 2-2 pitch to Grisham. Here it comes. Up high, and that will fill the count 3-2. Three-two payoff pitch to Grisham. Down low, ball 4, and Grisham will draw a leadoff walk in the bottom of the first. And that will bring up Aaron Judge. DHing tonight for the Yankees. Judge hitting .326, 40 home runs. He's drove in 92. Leads the Yankees in pretty much every offensive category. And the pitch to Judge. Up high, ball 1. One-zero pitch is outside. That runs the count 2-0 to Judge. May's 2-0 delivery on the way to Aaron Judge. There's a strike right down the middle. That'll make the count 2-1. Grisham at first, not a threat to steal. He's only got one of those all season. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Outside, and the count now 3-1. The 3-1 on the way to Aaron Judge. And here it is. Outside, and that's back-to-back walks here in the bottom of the first inning. And the Yankees have a first inning scoring chance with runners at first and second and no one out for Ben Rice. Yankee first baseman hitting .242, 20 home runs on the season. He's drove in 47. So May running into a bit of problems here in the first inning. Here's the pitch right down the middle to Rice, strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Rice sends that one up the middle. That's going to be 2. Staggering second for 1. On to first for the double play. A 6-3 double play. It does advance Grisham to third, but there are now 2 outs. As it will bring up the cleanup hitter, Cody Bellinger. Bellinger hitting .272 on the year, 24 home runs. He's drove in 75, number 2 on the Yankees on home runs this year. Runner at third, but now 2 outs. The pitch to Bellinger outside, ball 1. Bellinger awaits May's 1-0 pitch. Bellinger in, that is hit and caught by the second baseman, Rafaela. And the Yankees do not take advantage of the first and second, no one out, as a double play and a line out to second end the bottom of the first. We've played one in the Bronx. Red Sox and Yankees are scoreless. Red Sox in the second inning will send up the 6, 7, and 8 hitters, Duran, Rafaela, and Narvaez against Rodon. Well, other than Major League Baseball going on, we had two champions crowned in the sports world today. First in the PGA in the Tour Championship, Tommy Fleetwood not only finally wins his first PGA Tour event, he also wins the FedEx Cup Championship on the PGA as Fleetwood winning the Tour Championship down there in Atlanta at East Lake Golf Club. So Tommy Fleetwood gets the trophy for the tournament title plus the FedEx Cup trophy as the FedEx Cup champion this year. And the other champion crowned in sports today was up in South Williamsport, Pennsylvania at the Little League World Series, and Chinese Taipei, a 7-0 win over Nevada. That is Taipei's 18th Little League Baseball championship. However, their first one in 29 years. And that is also the first Little League championship for an international team since 2017 when Japan won it. Of course, if you're a regular follower of the Little League Baseball World Series, of course, we did not have a World Series in 2020. And the 2021 championship consisted of nothing but American teams. So you could throw those 2 years out of the picture. But outside of that, still 2017, the last time an international team won the Little League Baseball Championship before today, with Chinese Taipei taking home the title as they beat that team from Nevada 7-0 in the championship game. Here we head to the top of the second inning. Red Sox and Yankees are scoreless. It is going to be Jaron Duran leading off the second for the Red Sox. Duran hitting .259 on the season, 12 home runs. He's drove in 70. As we are set for the top half of inning number 2. And the first pitch from Rodon to Duran is a foul ball for strike 1. Duran gets set for Rodon's 0-1 pitch. That is low and outside, even the count of ball and a strike. One pitch. On the ground to second. Easy play there. As Chisholm throws it over to Rice at first base, and there's the first out here in the top of the second inning. He'll bring up Rafaela, playing second base tonight for the Red Sox. Rafaela hitting .249. He's got 14 home runs, and he's drove in 53. And Rodon's pitch to Rafaela is down low for ball 1. One-0 pitch is grounded back to Rodon. He'll turn and throw to first for out number 2 here in the top of the second inning. Brings up the Red Sox catcher Narvaez. A .249 hitter on the season, 11 home runs. He's drove in 38 on the year. As he comes up with 2 out and nobody on here in the Red Sox second inning. Rodon delivers. Strike 1. Rodon's 0-1 pitch. Down low. Ball and a strike. One pitch to Narvaez from Rodon. Up high, 2-1. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. That's hit foul, and that'll even the count at 2-2. Rodon steps back up to the mound and delivers the 2-2 pitch. And here it is. Down low, and that will fill the count, 3-2. Three-two payoff pitch from Rodon. Swing and a miss, and that will end the Red Sox 1-2-3 in the top of the second. We head to the bottom of the second at Yankee Stadium. Red Sox and Yankees are scoreless. Yankees will bring up the 5, 6, and 7 hitters, Stanton, Chisholm, and McMahon, in the bottom of the second inning. Let's run down the baseball scoreboard for you here so we can get ready to go to the bottom of the second inning. In Pittsburgh, Pirates beat the Rockies 4-0. That's a 3-game sweep for the Pirates in that series. Rays 7, Cardinals 2. Rays take 2 of 3 there over the Cardinals. Cardinals' playoff chances are looking very slim at this point. Orioles avoid the sweep from the Astros with a 3-2 win. Braves avoid the sweep from the Mets as the Braves win at 4-3. Phillies 3, Nationals 2. Phillies take that series. Royals 10, Tigers 8, the final in Detroit. Mentioned earlier, the Marlins, a 5-3 win over the Blue Jays. So one of these two teams will pick up a game on the Blue Jays today. White Sox 8-0 over the Twins. White Sox with a series win. Giants 4, Brewers 3. Brewers have now lost back-to-back series. Rangers sweep Cleveland 5-0. That's consecutive shutouts for the Rangers in that series. Cubs 4, Angels 3. From Anaheim, Reds avoid the sweep in Arizona as they win that game 6-1 today. Dodgers avoid the sweep in San Diego with an 8-2 win. And the Mariners 11-4 over the A's. Raleigh, 2 home runs in that game for the Mariners. That's 48 and 49 on the season now for Cal Raleigh. The 49 home run sets a new major league record for home runs by a catcher. And we still have 30-some games to go. So who knows how many he'll end up with. Bottom of the second we go here. Red Sox and Yankees are scoreless. As it will be Giancarlo Stanton leading off the bottom of the second for the Yankees, coming in hitting at .299 with 16 home runs and 41 runs batted in. As he will step up to lead it off in the bottom of the second for the Yankees in a 0-0 game. And the pitch is right down the middle for strike one. Inside on the 1-1 or the 0-1 pitch to make it 1-1. One pitch. Popped up, foul and out of play. It's going to make it a ball and 2 strikes on Stanton. One-two pitch. Outside, as that just missed the outside corner. That'll even the count 2-2. Two-two pitch. On the ground, up the middle, and through for a base hit. And the Yankees have their first hit of the night, a leadoff single for Stanton here in the bottom of the second. And that will bring up Jazz Chisholm. Chisholm hitting at 236 on the year. He's got 22 home runs on the season. He's drove in 58. May got into trouble in the first inning, allowing the first two batters to get on, but got out of it with a double play and a line out. First batter on for the Yankees here in the second as Chisholm pops this back foul for strike one. The 0-1 pitch. Chisholm sends it in the air to right, hit pretty well. Back it goes, and that is gone. Chisholm with number 23 on the year, and it gives the Yankees a 2-0 second inning lead. Home run number 23 for Chisholm, RBIs 59 and 60. And the Yankees strike first tonight. That was a shot a few rows back into right center field for Chisholm as Ryan McMahon will now step up. And McMahon takes strike one on the outside corner. McMahon in his 25th game now for the Yankees since being acquired from Colorado. And the 0-1 pitch from May to McMahon is hit foul, and McMahon is in an 0-2 hole. And that for Jazz Chisholm was career home run number 100 for him. Here's the 0-2 pitch to McMahon. That just missed outside, a ball and two strikes. One-two pitch. Inside, 2-2 now. Two-two pitch from May to McMahon. Outside, and a good battle back from McMahon here after being behind 0-2. He's come back to battle back to a full count. The 3-2 payoff pitch. Foul back, just got a piece of that one, did McMahon. And we'll do it again. Three-two payoff once again. That's a swing and a miss for strike three. McMahon goes down on strikes for the first out. And it'll bring up the Yankees shortstop. Here with one out, Jose Caballero. Caballero in his 15th game with the Yankees, coming over from Tampa Bay, a division rival. And the pitch is right down the middle for strike one. Oh, 1 pitch on the way to Caballero at the knees, and Caballero behind 0-2. Here comes an 0-2 pitch. Check swing foul. Count stays 0-2. Oh-2 pitch once again from May to Caballero. Foul back. Caballero staying alive. Here comes another 0-2 pitch. That's lined into center field and caught on a running grab by Rafaela for the second out. Rafaela stayed on that, got on his horse, and got it right before it bounced into shallow center field, and that's the second out. We'll bring up the Yankees catcher, Austin Wells. Wells hitting at .209 with 17 home runs, 58 runs batted in. Wells fouls the first pitch off for strike one. A 1 pitch. Bounced too short. This is Story over to first in time to retire Wells and retire the Yankees in the second. So a good job by May to bounce back after giving up the 2-run home run to Chisholm. We played 2 in the Bronx. The Yankees lead the Red Sox 2-0. As it's going to be 9-1-2 for the Red Sox, due up in the third. Against Carlos Rodon, who will now go to the hill with a lead in this game. Something I failed to point out at the beginning. If you're a regular viewer on this stream, you know this because I announce it every time. But any new viewers, I do want to point out something. If you are watching the game on your TV, there is going to be a little bit of a delay from the action on TV compared to the action I give you here. That is due to YouTube TV having that built-in delay. That I have tried to take off a couple times before, and when I do, it starts buffering real bad. So unfortunately, I can't really take the chance of taking that off. But like I said, if you're a regular viewer, you know that. But any new viewers, I do like to try to point that out every time, that there unfortunately is going to be that delay from the live action to the action I'm giving you here on the live stream. Here it is 2-0 as we are set to begin the third inning. Other action around the sports world, of course, NFL preseason wrapped up this week. So a week from Friday, NFL season gets underway for good with the Eagles and the Cowboys, the opening night NFL matchup. A week from Thursday, Eagles will get their Super Bowl banner raised there in Philadelphia before entertaining their NFC East rivals from Dallas to open up the NFL season. Again, that is 1 week from this Thursday. If the work schedule permits, I will be on with a live stream that night for that opening night NFL game between the Cowboys and the Eagles. We head to the third inning here in the Bronx. It's going to be Garcia, the right fielder, leading it off here in the third for the Red Sox. And the first pitch at the top of the third, Garcia fouls off for strike one. This is just Garcia's third game in a Red Sox uniform. He's 0 for 3 so far. Garcia, and then the lineup will reset to the top of the order. Strike one pitch is foul, and Garcia's in an 0-2 hole. Jazz Chisholm, a home run in the bottom of the second inning, has the Yankees ahead 2-0. Here in the top half of the third inning on a Sunday night in the Bronx. Oh-2 pitch, down low, 1-2. One of these two teams will pick up another half game on the Blue Jays as the Blue Jays fell in Miami today, 5-3. These two teams currently hold the top two wild card spots in the American League. As the 1-2 pitch on the way is down low, 2-2 now. Two-two pitch on the way from Rodon to Garcia. Down low, and Garcia's battled back to a full count. Three-two payoff pitch from Rodon to Garcia. Inside, and Garcia, being down 0-2, battles back to draw a walk. And the Red Sox have their leadoff man on here in the third. And we're back to the top of the order for the Red Sox, Romy Gonzalez. Gonzalez 0 for 1 so far. As Rodon steps off here before the first pitch to Gonzalez. Rodon looks like he's all right, but it looked like he came off kind of awkwardly off the mound after that last pitch. And he delivers here strike one to Gonzalez. But Rodon looks like he's fine. It was just a little bit of an awkward landing off the mound. Here's the strike one pitch from Rodon to Gonzalez. Down low, a ball and a strike. Garcia short lead from first base as Rodon delivers the 1-1 pitch to Gonzalez. On the ground to third, that could be two. On to second, one. On to first, that is a 5-4-3 double play. For the second half, for the two outs here in the third inning. That ball was hit right to McMahon at third. And it ended up a pretty easy 5-4-3 double play. So two outs now, and it'll bring up Alex Bregman. Bregman singled his first time up. Only hit for the Red Sox so far in this one. One-0 pitch at the knees for strike one. A ball and a strike now. The count to Bregman. One-one offering. On the ground to short. Easy play over to first, and that retires the Red Sox. In the third inning, a walk, but a double play and a ground out. And the threat for the Red Sox. We head to the bottom of the third inning in the Bronx. It is still Yankees 2, Red Sox nothing. For the Yankees in the bottom of the third inning, it's going to be the top of the order. Grisham, Judge, and Rice against Dustin May. As I mentioned, after this series, the Yankees will stay at home, start a series with the Washington Nationals considering where the Yankees are in the playoff chase and the playoff picture and everything, that's a must-win series against the Nationals there. Red Sox are in Baltimore against the Orioles. That's also a must-win series for the Red Sox. In Baltimore, Red Sox with two must-win series coming up. The series with the Orioles, and then this weekend they come home to play the Pirates. Red Sox, of course, do have that first wild card spot. They come in tonight 4.5 games behind the Blue Jays in the American League East. Yankees head to the south side of Chicago after their series with the Nationals to start a weekend series with the White Sox. So those are two series for those two teams coming up that they really need to win those series against those teams. As I mentioned, with the teams currently holding the 1 and 2 wild card spots, but they are far from secure. This is not a time of the year where you want to go in a funk. As we go to the bottom of the third inning here, Yankees 2, Red Sox nothing. Be the top of the order, Grisham leading off. He drew a walk his first time up against May. After the next half-inning break, I'll preview some big midweek series in Major League Baseball, and there are a couple of them. One of them is on the other side of New York City at Citi Field, which we'll talk about here going into the top of the fourth. Here's Grisham leading off the bottom of the third inning for the Yankees, up 2-0 on the Chisholm 2-run homer in the bottom of the second. And that's ball one outside. Grisham sends this one a ton to right, and you can forget it. That is long gone. Grisham with a blast to right center field. Number 24 for Grisham, and it is 3-0 Yankees in the third. A 406-foot bomb to right center field. As the Yankees add to their lead 3-0 with their second home run of the night. That was one of those no-doubters. Grisham knew it right when he hit it. Here's Judge. Judge fouls it back for strike one. That was a pitch he liked too and just missed it. It's home run number 24 for Grisham, RBI number 49 on the year. And now the Red Sox catcher, Narvaez, going out to the mound to have a word with his pitcher. So back ready to go here as Judge gets set for the 0-1 offering from Dustin May. Judge also walked his first time up. They had the back-to-back walks in the first inning, but could do no damage with it. Judge a check swing back to the mound, and May makes the play over to first base, and that's the first out here at the bottom of the third, rather. And it will bring up Ben Rice. Rice hit into a double play his first time up in the first inning. May's pitch to Rice. Rice sends it into left center field. That's going to stay in play and be playable out there in center field for Eaton, and he makes the catch for out number 2. And it'll bring up the cleanup hitter for the Yankees, Cody Bellinger, now with 2 outs. The Yankees with 3 runs tonight. They have only scored 4 runs total the first 3 games of this series. And the pitch on the way in the air to center. Eaton not having to move very far out there. He will make the catch to end the bottom of the third. But Yankees add to their lead with the Grisham home run to right center. 3 in the books at Yankee Stadium. It is now the Yankees 3 and the Red Sox nothing. As in the Red Sox 4th inning, it will be Anthony, Story, and Eaton. 3, 4, and 5 due up against Carlos Rodon. Mentioned there's a couple big midweek series coming up in Major League Baseball. One of them there over at Citi Field in New York, as the Mets will host the Phillies if the Mets are going to catch the Phillies in the National League East. This is a must-win series for them. Possibly a must-sweep series for them. Another big series out west in Seattle, the Padres and the Mariners. Padres just took 2 out of 3 over the Dodgers this weekend. And the Mariners, of course, right in the playoff picture in the American League as well. And out in LA, the Dodgers will host the Reds. Reds still clinging to some wild card hopes in the National League. And Dodgers in that NL West battle with the Padres. So some big series coming up. And in the midweek, Cleveland as well. Cleveland's really hit a funk. They host Tampa Bay in a series starting tomorrow night. Possibly be on for a live stream on that game tomorrow. I do have a funeral visitation tomorrow afternoon, so it's going to depend on when I get back. But if I'm back in time, I may do a live stream on that Rays Cleveland game tomorrow night. Just we'll see how that goes. There's about 3 or 4 series this week in the midweek that loom very large for playoff scenarios for playoff teams. But here and through 3 in this one, it is the Yankees 3 and the Red Sox nothing, and it is going to be Anthony, the DH, leading it off for the Red Sox here in the top of the 4th inning. Against Rodon, who has allowed just 1 hit through the first 3 innings. This Red Sox lineup. First pitch, top 4, is low for ball 1. Anthony will be followed by Story and Eaton here in the Red Sox 4th inning. The 1-0 pitch way inside. Counts now 2-0. Two-0 pitch on the way from Rodon to Anthony. Anthony stepped out momentarily, but gets set back in the box again. And here is the 2-0 pitch. On the ground, foul, first base side. That will make the count now 2-1. Anthony awaits the 2-1 from Rodon, and here it is. Anthony on the ground to first. And Rice takes it himself to the bag for the first out in the top of the 4th inning. It will bring up Trevor Story, who was hit by a pitch his first time up for the Red Sox. Story steps up and awaits Rodon's offering. One hop to third. Throw across the diamond in plenty of time to retire Story, and that's 2 outs very quickly here at the top of the 4th inning. And the batter will be Eaton with 2 out, nobody on. Rodon nearing the 50 pitch mark here in this one, as he's at 47 right now with 2 outs in the 4th inning. And Rodon's pitch to Eaton. First pitch swinging by Eaton is fouled off third base side, strike one. A 1 pitch on the way from Rodon to Eaton is fouled away, and now Eaton in an 0-2 hole. Rodon's 50th pitch of the night on an 0-2 pitch to Eaton. Check swing foul, and we will do it again. Two out, nobody on for the Red Sox here in the 4th, trailing 3-0, as Chisholm and Grisham have gone deep for the Yankees. Oh, 2 pitch on the way. Down low, 1-2. Rodon's 1-2 pitch on the way to Eaton. Here it is. Fouled away. Eaton doing a good job here of staying alive. Another 1-2 pitch on the way from Rodon to Eaton. Down low, 2-2 now. Two-two pitch on the way from Rodon to Eaton. In the air to right. Playable out there for Stanton. He's got it, and the Red Sox are retired 1-2-3 in the top of the 4th inning. We head to the bottom of the 4th. It is still Yankees leading the Red Sox 3-0. It is going to be Stanton, Chisholm, and McMahon due up in the bottom of the 4th for the Red Sox, or for the Yankees, against Dustin May. Well, in other sports news, again, college football season's kicked off yesterday. A limited schedule. It's what they call week 0. Kicked off out there in Ireland. Between Kansas State and Iowa State, that top 25 matchup, and Iowa State took that game 24-21. Mild upset yesterday in college football. Hawaii knocked off Stanford yesterday out there on the island, 23-20. Other games, UNLV 38-31 over a very game FCS Idaho State team. Kansas had their way with Fresno State 31-7, and Western Kentucky 41-24 over Sam Houston. We'll be on the air on a live stream Thursday night for a college football game. Not sure what game that's going to be at this point, but we'll be on with you Thursday night for some college football live stream. Keep you updated on this page as to what that game will be. And then we'll be with you definitely on Saturday for a couple of college football college football live streams on Saturday. Plan for college football season is one FBS and one FCS game every Saturday. And haven't decided my full live stream schedule for NFL season yet, but we'll keep updated on this live stream on the schedule as it gets closer. Bottom of the fourth inning we go. It'll be Stanton to lead it off against Dustin May. Stanton a single and a run scored his first time as he scored on the Chisholm home run in the second inning. First pitch, bottom four. First pitch swinging, fouled away, strike one. Strike one pitch from May to Stanton. That's lined into left center field, but on the play, can't get it out there in center field as it goes over Eaton's glove, and Stanton will have an easy double to lead off the bottom of the fourth. Eaton tried to leap for that one, but it was a little out of his reach, and it ended up an easy double for Stanton, and he's 2 for 2 tonight. As it will now bring up Jazz Chisholm. Chisholm, the 2-run home run back in the second inning for the Yankees. Pitch to Chisholm is on the inside corner for strike one. A 0-1 pitch from May to Chisholm. Bouncer to first. And the play made by Gonzalez as he tags first base for the first out. It does advance Stanton to third with 1 out. And it will bring up McMahon. McMahon was a strikeout victim against Dustin May his first time up. May's pitch to McMahon. At the knees for strike one. A 1 pitch. That hits McMahon. That one got away from May. And there are runners at the corners now with 1 out. That got McMahon right on the right leg. And it'll bring up the Yankee shortstop, Caballero. So runners at the corners now with 1 out. McMahon trying to walk that off at first base. And now we have a meeting on the mound. Pitching coach Andrew Bailey coming out to have a word with his pitcher, Dustin May. So the meeting over, and we are now back to action, although time called by the home plate umpire. So now it appears we're set to go. May and Caballero, the pitcher-batter matchup. With runners at the corners and one out, Caballero takes low, ball one. One 0 pitch. At the knees. Strike one. 1-1 the count. Yankees catcher Austin Wells is on deck. 1-1 pitch. In the air to center field. Should be deep enough to bring the run home. Catch made out there in center field. Stanton tags and scores. And McMahon moves up to second. Sacrifice fly. For Caballero makes it 4-0. And the good base running by McMahon gets himself into scoring position with 2 outs. And it will bring up Austin Wells. So here's Wells, and the pitch is high and outside for ball one. One 0 pitch from May to Wells. That's a little low, 2-0. Now the count. McMahon the lead from second with 2 outs. And the 2-0 pitch. There's a strike called on the hit the outside corner, 2-1 now. Here comes a 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss by Wells. That will even the count now, 2-2. 2 runs in the second on the Chisholm home run, a run in the third on the Grisham home run, and a sacrifice fly, a run in here in the fourth for the Yankees for their 4 runs in this game. And now a 2-2 pitch coming from May to Wells. That misses outside, and the count runs full now, 3-2. Three-two payoff. Down. No, strike 3 called. Wells was going down to first base as he thought he had ball 4. So did I. But he is rung up on a strike 3 call by the home plate umpire, Charlie Ramos. Yankees done in the third. In the fourth. They get a run. We head to the fifth. It is the Yankees 4, the Red Sox nothing. It's going to be the 6, 7, and 8 hitters for the Red Sox. Duran, Rafaela, and Narvaez in the 5th inning. Against Rodon, who has shut out the Red Sox on just 1 hit through 4 innings thus far. As he has thrown 54 pitches. Again, my upcoming live stream schedule on here, depending on if I make it in time tomorrow night. If I do, I will be on tomorrow night with you for the Rays-Cleveland game. Baseball, and then we'll be with you for a college football game Thursday night. Again, not sure which game at this point yet. And then we'll be on for a couple of college football games for you on Saturday. There's more than likely one of the games on Saturday is going to be that Texas-Ohio State noon Eastern time kickoff. That's more than likely going to be one of the two on Saturday. As we are moving right along in this one here, 4-0 Yankees lead the Red Sox as we head to the top half of the fifth inning. Again, it's going to be Duran, Rafaela, and Narvaez for the Red Sox. As Duran will lead it off against Rodon. He is 0 for 1 so far. As the Yankees, with the 4 runs tonight, have equaled their run total from the first 3 games combined in this series. And the first pitch, top 5, is low for ball 1. One-0 pitch. That hits the outside corner for strike 1. Comes the 1-1 pitch. Up high, 2-1 now. Two-one pitch on the way. Outside, and it's now a 3-1 count on Duran. Three-one pitch from Rodon to Duran is ball 4, and Duran will draw a leadoff walk here in the top of the 5th inning. And the batter will be Rafaela. 0 for 1 so far. Alex Bregman hit back in the first inning, the only hit the Red Sox have been able to muster so far against Rodon. The pitch is a strike. Rodon has walked a couple hitters. The 0-1 pitch is down low. Now a ball and a strike. Duran is a stolen base threat at first base. He's got 21 of them this year. Second on the team in stolen bases. The 1-1 pitch. Hit to third. The throw to second. 1 on to first. Too late there. Rafaela's speed, you're not going to get him at first base, but the lead runner Duran erased with 1 out on the fielder's choice. And it will bring up the Red Sox catcher Narvaez. Struck out his first time up. Rafaela at first, also a stolen base threat. He's got 19 on the season. He's been caught 4 times. Rodon to Narvaez. The pitch is a strike. Narvaez looking back at home plate umpire Charlie Ramos like he wasn't happy with that call, but that's about the same place that Ramos rung up Austin Wells in the bottom of the 4th. 0-1 pitch is too low, 1-1. Rafaela, the lead from first, a short lead. The 1-1 pitch to Narvaez. Rafaela does not go, and the pitch is low, 2-1 now. Rodon at the 65 pitch mark right now. Lead from Rafaela at first, and the 2-1 pitch. On the ground again to third. Again the throw to second. 1 on to first. This time it's an easy 5-4-3 double play, as Narvaez is not the speediest base runner in the world, and that ends the top of the fifth for the Red Sox. We're halfway through this one in the Bronx. It stays Yankees 4, Red Sox nothing. It'll be the top of the order for the Yankees. Grisham, Judge, and Rice due up in the bottom of the fifth inning. Against Dustin May, who has given up 4 runs and 4 hits through 4 innings, as he's at the 57 pitch mark. So which one of these two teams will gain on Toronto? The Blue Jays fell in Miami today to the Marlins 5-3. Red Sox enter the night the number 1 spot in the American League wild card. They are 4.5 games behind Toronto in the AL East. Yankees currently with the 2nd wild card spot. They are 6 back of Toronto in the AL East, with 32, 33 games remaining. As the regular season for Major League Baseball will end September 28th. That is 5 weeks from today. So we've got 5 weeks left to determine the playoff picture. It's starting to take shape a little bit, but there's still several teams with some hope, as these two teams would be in the playoffs right now as the number 1 and number 2 wildcard teams. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning here, as Grisham will lead off. He homered in the 3rd inning his last time up. And how about this? We just, between innings at Yankee Stadium, we just had a wedding proposal. I hope she said yes. And looking at it as they pan in on him on the stands, it appears that she did. Grisham took strike 1 on the opening pitch, and here comes the 0-1 pitch. Grisham hammers another one deep to right, and that's also a no-doubter. Goodbye. Grisham goes deep for the 2nd time in as many at-bats, and it's 5-0. Number 25 for Grisham, and RBI number 50. That one went even farther than the first one that he hit. 413 feet. And the Yankees have taken Dustin May deep 3 times now tonight. So it's 5-0 now, and here's Aaron Judge. Judge rips one foul, third base side for strike 1. Boy, Grisham, 2 no doubt home runs in his last 2 at bats. This one 413 feet to right center. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Judge down 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch on the way to Judge from May. Outside, 1-2. Judge on the night is 0 for 1. He did reach on a walk back in the first. Struck out his last time up. And here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Judge strikes out for the second time. 1 down in the 5th. And it will bring up the first baseman, Ben Rice. Rice hitless in 2 at bats tonight. And the pitch. Upstairs, ball 1. Red Sox bullpen starting to loosen. That's Brennan Bernardino in the Red Sox bullpen. 1-0 pitch on the way to Rice is a strike at the knees. A ball and a strike now the count. Comes the 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2 now. One-two pitch from May to Rice. Upstairs, 2-2 the count now. Two-two pitch. Inside and low, and that will fill the count up 3-2. The 3-2 payoff pitch from May to Rice. Hit foul, and we will do it again. This will be the 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up to Rice. Three-two. Ball 4, and Rice draws a 1-out walk here at the bottom of the 5th. We'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Cody Bellinger. And that looks like it's going to be the end of the night for Dustin May on the mound, and the signal has been made. So May finished after 4 1/3 innings tonight. Gave up 5 hits, 3 of those home runs. 5 runs, all of them earned. He also walked 3 men while striking out 3, and is responsible for the runner at first base. He will be lifted with 1 out here in the 5th inning. As he would be on the hook for the loss tonight. As the Red Sox go to the bullpen. And it is going to be Brennan Bernardino coming in to pitch for the Red Sox. Bernardino will be coming on for the 49th time. 4-2 record, 3.02 ERA. 22 walks, 36 strikeouts, 44 2/3 innings. Inheriting a runner at first with 1 out. And the Yankees leading this game 5-0. As the Yankees look to salvage the finale in this series against the Red Sox. If they can hang on and win here, not only will they pull within 5.5 games of the Blue Jays in the AL East, but they would pull within a half game of the Red Sox. Red Sox do have a significant lead in the season series at this point. So Bernardino comes on and will face Bellinger as the first batter he faces. That hits the outside corner for strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch, low and outside, a ball and a strike. Here comes the 1-1. Down low, 2-1 now the count to Bellinger. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Hit to second, and the throw over to short. 1 on to first, safe. So the lead runner erased on a fielder's choice. And there are now 2 down in the bottom of the 5th, and the batter will be Stanton. Stanton's 2 for 2. He singled and doubled and scored twice. Bellinger, the runner at first with 2 outs. And Bernardino throws over to first. Bellinger, standing over at first, has 11 stolen bases this year. And the pitch is right down the middle for strike 1. A 1 pitch just missed the corner. Count evened up 1-1. It's the 1-1. Inside, 2-1 now the count to Stanton. Two-one pitch on the way from Bernardino to Stanton. On the ground, foul, third base side. That'll even the count 2-2. Looking ahead to the Red Sox 6th inning. It'll be 9-1-2 in the order. Garcia, then the top of the order, Gonzalez and Bregman. 2-2 on the way, right down the middle, strike 3, and that'll do it for the Yankees in the 5th. But they add a run on the second home run of the game for Grisham. We head to inning number 6 in the Bronx. Yankees lead the Red Sox 5-0. So that will officially close the book on Dustin May. 4 1/3 innings, 5 hits, 5 runs, all of them earned, 3 walks, and 3 strikeouts. He threw 70 pitches. And Rodon will head back to the mound here in the 6th for the Yankees, having thrown 66 pitches through 5 innings. And again, it's going to be 9-1-2 in the Red Sox lineup. Top of the 6th inning, needing to get some offense going here, trailing 5-0. In a series where the Red Sox have scored 19 runs. The first 3 games of this series, they are getting shut out so far through 5 innings tonight. Red Sox winning the first 3 of this series. They 6-3 on Thursday night, 1-0 on Friday, and 12-1 yesterday. So here it will be Garcia leading it off in the 6th for the Red Sox. Garcia drew a walk his first time up. We'll run down the complete Major League Baseball scoreboard for you once again after the 6th inning. So here we go. Top of the 6th in the Bronx. A 5-0 lead for the Yankees over the Red Sox. 5 runs, 5 hits for the Yankees. No runs, just 1 hit so far for the Red Sox. And we are underway. Top of the 6th. First pitch from Rodon to Garcia is a strike at the knees. A 1 pitch, down low. That'll even the count a ball and a strike. Pitch is fouled away, first base side. Garcia steps back in. And we'll wait Rodon's 1-2 pitch, and here it is, down low, 2-2 now on Garcia. Top of the order due up next for the Red Sox, Gonzalez. Two-two pitch from Rodon to Garcia. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Garcia goes down swinging. 3rd strikeout on the night for Rodon. That's the first out here in the top of the 6th. And here is Gonzalez. 0 for 2 tonight. Pitch to Gonzalez misses for ball 1. 1-0 pitch is a swing and a miss. That'll even the count a ball and a strike. Rodon's 1-1 pitch, fouled away. 1-2. 1-2 pitch. Fouled away, and we'll do it again. Another 1-2 pitch coming from Rodon to Gonzalez. Fouled off the catcher, and we'll do it again. 1-2 still. One-two pitch from Rodon to Gonzalez. Down low, that'll even the count 2-2. Bregman is on deck for the Red Sox. He's got the only hit for the Red Sox so far tonight, a single back in the first inning. And the 2-2. Foul back again. Great battle here from between Rodon and Gonzalez. Pitch number 8 of the at-bat coming up. Another 2-2. Inside, and that will fill the count 3-2. This next pitch will be the 80th of the night from Rodon. As pitch number 9 of the at-bat is going to go to a 10th pitch of the at-bat as it's another foul ball by Gonzalez. Pitch number 10 of the at-bat is fouled again. What a battle here between Rodon and Gonzalez. Gonzalez steps back in and awaits another full count pitch from Rodon. And here it is. Ball 4. Great battle, and it ends up being won by Gonzalez as he draws a one-out walk on an 11-pitch at bat. And here is Bregman. Singled back in the first inning, which, as I mentioned, is the Red Sox only hit to this point. Pitch to Bregman is at the knees for strike 1. Gonzalez, the lead from first, is a very short one, and the 0-1 pitch to Bregman. And that's strike 2, and Bregman in an 0-2 hole. Rodon's 0-2 pitch to Bregman. Here it is. Inside, a ball and 2 strikes. One-two pitch. Fouled away, and we'll do it again. In the Yankees half of the 6, it'll be the 6, 7, and 8 hitters due up. Chisholm, McMahon, and Caballero. Bregman steps back in and awaits the 1-2 offering from Rodon, and here it is. Up high, 2-2 now. 2-2 pitch is low and inside, and another full count. Three-two payoff pitch. Bregman fouls it back. Boy, the Red Sox really running Rodon's pitch count up. As this already be the 24th pitch of the 6th inning he is about to throw. Previous at bat with Gonzalez went 11 pitches. And that 3-2 is low for ball 4. So back-to-back walks. And the Red Sox have a rally threat here in the 6th inning. As it'll bring up the DH Anthony. Anthony is 0 for 2 tonight. As we have a meeting now in the circle. Or on the mound, I should say. Before Anthony comes up to the plate. As Rodon has now hit the 90 pitch mark. There's starting to be a little bit of movement in the Yankee bullpen. But no one loosening as of yet. First and second, 1 out for the Red Sox, down by 5, and Anthony is the batter. And the pitch is down low for ball 1. Cleanup hitter Trevor Story would be next. The 1-0 pitch. Down low, it's 2-0. Now the bullpen's starting to loosen for the Yankees. Luke Weaver is getting loose. 2-0 pitch is foul, first base side. Now we'll make the count 2-1. Gonzalez at second, Bregman at first for the Red Sox. 1 out here in the 6th, down by 5. And the 2-1 pitch. In the air to center, hit pretty well. But at the edge of the warning track, the catch is made by Grisham for the 2nd out. Tagging and going to third is Gonzalez. So it puts runners at the corners now with 2 outs for Trevor Story. Anthony gave that one a pretty good ride, but hit it to the wrong part of the ballpark. So with 2 outs, Trevor Story will be the batter. He's 0 for 1. He has been hit by a pitch. With runners at the corners and 2 outs. Down low for ball 1. Comes the 1-0 pitch. That's down the line, just foul. 1-1 now on Story. Red Sox trying to dent the scoreboard here as they've got runners at the corners with 2 outs. Story heading back to the dugout. He may have broken his bat on that foul ball. As the Yankees looking to get a repeat trip to the World Series. It's looking more and more likely if they're going to do that they may have to do that as a wild card team this year. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Rodon to Story. Swing and a miss. That gets by the catcher Wells, but not far enough to advance the runner. And it's now a ball and 2 strikes. Bregman looked like that ball got away from the catcher slightly. Bregman looked like he may have had a chance to take second there, but down 5-0. Probably not worth the risk. Rodon about to throw his 32nd pitch of the inning. And the 1-2 pitch to Story. Bounced foul. Stays 1-2. Gonzalez at third. Bregman at first with 2 outs. And the 1-2 pitch. Ripped to left and foul. It stays 1-2. As this next pitch will be number 100 on the night for Rodon. As he asks for a new baseball on the mound. Story steps back in the box. And Rodon delivers the 1-2 pitch. Upstairs, 2-2 now. Two-two offering on the way. Upstairs and another full count, so Bregman will be off from first base on the pitch here. The 3-2 payoff pitch. Bregman takes off, and the pitch is fouled away. Pitch count in the inning for Rodon has now hit 36. But the Red Sox still have yet to dent the scoreboard. Pitch number 9 of the at-bat and a full count pitch. Outside, and the bases are loaded with 2 outs. I think Rodon thought he had that one, but it did look outside. Yankee fans in the stands not too happy. And it will bring up Eaton with the bases loaded and 2 outs, and that looks like it might be it for Rodon as Aaron Boone comes out of the dugout. So Rodon having a word with the home plate umpire Ramos as he heads to the dugout. Rodon will go 5 2/3. Give up just the 1 hit, but he did walk 5 and struck out 3, and he is responsible for the 3 runners on base. as the Red Sox have them loaded with 2 outs, but the Yankees go into the bullpen here in the 6th inning. As it's going to be Weaver coming in for the 50th time this year. Weaver out for his 50th appearance, a record of 3-4, ERA of 2.77. He's walked 16 and struck out 55 in 52 innings. Comes into quite the situation, inheriting the bases loaded, but there are 2 outs. And he will face Eaton. As Eaton will be the 6th batter of the inning. So Rodon ends up throwing 103 pitches, 37 of those here in the 6th inning. He wasn't liking the strike zone, as he had some words for the home plate umpire, Charlie Ramos, as he was heading back to the dugout. And Eaton is actually not going to be the hitter here for the Red Sox. We're going to have a pinch hitter. As it's going to be Nathaniel Lowe coming on to pinch hit. Nathaniel Lowe appearing in his 6th game with the Red Sox, coming over from Washington. Weaver on to get the final out and keep the Red Sox off the scoreboard here in the 6th. And the pitch to Lowe is upstairs, ball 1. Lowe is not a guy that Weaver was looking forward to seeing at the plate here. As Weaver's 5 for 7. Lowe is 5 for 7 in his career against Weaver as he fouls this one off. Counts even a ball and a strike. Overall on the season, Lowe hitting .220 between Washington and Boston. Bases are juiced with 2 outs. And the 1-1 pitch is high. 2-1 now, the count on Lowe. Two-one pitch. And time called. Lowe steps in, and here comes the 2-1 pitch from Weaver. Fouled away, and it's now 2-2. And Weaver a strike away from getting the Yankees out of this. As the Yankee fans come to their feet, trying to encourage Weaver to get this final out of the 6th. The 2-2 pitch on the way. In the air to center field. That's going to drop. Well, it's going to score 2 runs. A 2-run single for the pinch hitter Lowe, and the Red Sox are within 3 at 5-2. Lowe now makes it 6 for 8 in his career against Weaver. And the tying run will now come to the plate. In the man of Jarren Duran. I was kind of hitting no man's land out there in center field. Lowe found the perfect spot. And the Red Sox have 2 in and runners at the corners with 2 outs. Those 2 runs are charged to Rodon. And a strike here to Duran. Duran on the night is 0 for 1. He has reached on a walk. 0-1 pitch. Down low. Nice stop back there by Wells. That gets by him. This is a 2-run game. One pitch. Strike at the knees. It's now a ball and 2 strikes. The count on Duran. Yankee fans rise once again. And the 1-2 upstairs, 2-2. Two pitch on the way to Duran from Weaver. Called strike 3 at the knees, and the Yankees are out of the 6th inning. The Red Sox get 2, but they strand 2 as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Yankees 5, Red Sox 2 in what was a long top of the 6th inning. So that will close the book on Rodon. 5 2/3 innings, just the 1 hit allowed. He did give up 2 runs, both of them earned. 5 walks and 3 strikeouts in throwing 103 pitches. But he does still stand to be the pitcher of record on the winning side, as his Yankees lead at 5-2. And here in the Yankees 6, it's going to be Chisholm, McMahon, and Caballero coming up to bat. Bernardino only threw 9 pitches in the bottom of the 5th, so I'm guessing he will probably be back out here in the 6th for the Red Sox. As the Red Sox got 2 in the 6th to cut into the deficit. But you know they were wanting to get a little bit more than that with having the bases loaded. So it's 5-2 here as we get set to head to the bottom of the 6th inning. And it'll be Chisholm leading off. He hit the 2-run home run back in the 2nd for the Yankees. And Lowe, who pinch hit for Eaton in the top of this inning, got that 2-run single, will stay in the game to play first base. Gonzalez, who was at first base, will move to 2nd. And Rafaela, who was at 2nd base, will now move out to center field. The defensive switch is in the field for the Red Sox. So here's Chisholm to lead off the bottom of the 6th. Bernardino back out to work on the mound. And the pitch is hit foul, first base side for strike 1. Red Sox bullpen is busy. Walker Buehler out there. Strike 1 pitch to Chisholm. Popped up. On the infield, Story, the shortstop, calls just onto the outfield grass, makes the catch for the first out. So Chisholm retired, and it'll bring up McMahon. Yankee third baseman 0 for 1. He has reached on a walk. And the pitch. Upstairs, ball 1. McMahon was hit by a pitch earlier in the game. That was against Dustin May. 1-0 pitch to McMahon is at the knees for strike 1. Counts even, 1-1. It's 1-1 pitch. Fouled away, and now it's 1-2. The count on McMahon. One-two pitch on the way. Outside, 2-2 now. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. On the ground, foul, first base side, and we'll do it again. Two-two pitch again. Fouled away again, and this will be pitch number 7 of the at-bat coming up. McMahon steps back in the box, and the 2-2 pitch from Bernardino. Right down the middle, and McMahon is gone on strikes. That's the second out. Bernardino with his second strikeout. 2 out, nobody on. It'll bring up Caballero. Caballero 0 for 1. He does have a sacrifice fly back in the 4th inning. And Bernardino is going to be relieved on the mound as he does his job. Does not allow a base runner in his 1 1/3 innings of relief. Picking up 2 strikeouts. As the Red Sox will go to the bullpen for the second time tonight, with 2 outs here in the 6th inning. As Walker Buehler will come on for the first time this year in relief. He has started 22 games on the mound for the Red Sox, but is coming in relief in this one. Buehler has a 7-7 record, 5.4 ERA, 54 walks and 82 strikeouts in 110 innings. Inheriting the bases empty and 2 outs, with Caballero set to be the batter. So Walker Buehler coming in unfamiliar territory for him as a relief pitcher. But he does come in with the bases empty and 2 outs. Looking ahead to the Red Sox 7th inning, it is going to be 8-9-1. I'm sorry, 7-8-9, excuse me. Rafaela, Narvaez, and Garcia. Bottom third of the Red Sox order in the top of the 7th. First pitch from Buehler is popped up. Foul territory. Does Narvaez have a play? He does, and Buehler throws one pitch and ends the bottom of the 6th inning. We head to inning number 7 in the Bronx. Yankees lead the Red Sox 5-2. And once again, it's going to be 7, 8, and 9 for the Red Sox. Rafaela, Narvaez, and Garcia due up in the top of the 7th inning. As we head to the 7th inning, before we do, let's give you another look at the Sunday scoreboard around Major League Baseball. In Pittsburgh, Pirates beat the Rockies 4-0. Pirates sweep that series. Rays 7, Cardinals 2. Rays take 2 of 3 in that one. Orioles 3, Astros 2. Orioles avoid the sweep. The Braves also avoid the sweep from the Mets with a 4-3 win in Atlanta. Phillies 3, Nationals 2. Phillies take that series. Royals win in Detroit over the Tigers 10-8. Royals avoid the sweep in that one. Marlins 5, Blue Jays 3. That's the game that these two teams were interested in, as the Toronto Blue Jays are leading the American League East. White Sox 8-0 over the Twins, something you don't normally hear a lot this year. White Sox win a series. Giants 4, Brewers 3. Giants take that series. Brewers have lost back-to-back series now after their 14-game winning streak came to an end last weekend. Rangers shut out Cleveland for the second straight game, 5-0 the final in that one. Cubs win in Anaheim over the Angels 4-3. Reds avoid the sweep in Arizona with a 6-1 win over the Diamondbacks. Dodgers avoid the sweep at the hands of the Padres, winning 8-2. And the Mariners beat the A's 11-4. Mariners catcher Cal Raleigh with home runs 48 and 49 in that one. 49 home runs sets an all-time Major League record. 4 home runs by a catcher. And there's still 5 weeks to go. So here in this one, it is 5-2, Yankees leading the Red Sox as we head to the top of the 7th inning. Rafaela will lead it off. 0 for 2 on the night. Rafaela started the game at second base. He is now playing center field. Rafaela swings and misses at the first pitch of the top of the 7th for strike 1. Strike 1 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss again, and Rafaela's behind in the count, 0-2. Two-strike pitch on the way. Wasted pitch as that misses high, 1-2. One-two pitch from Weaver to Rafaela. Outside, 2-2. Rafaela has two hits in his career against Weaver. Both of those hits home runs. Here comes the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Rafaela goes down on strikes this time, and Weaver with a strikeout. His second. It's coming on in relief. 1 out in the Red Sox 7th, and it will bring up the catcher, Narvaez. He's 0 for 2 on the night, as the Red Sox have been limited to 2 hits. against this Yankee pitching staff. That pitch hits the outside corner for strike one. Here comes the strike one pitch. That's hit into right field for a base hit. And Narvaez with the Red Sox third hit tonight as he's got a single with one out in the seventh. And it will bring up Garcia, the number 9 hitter. 0 for 1. He has struck out and he has reached on a walk. That could be a pinch hitter here. Masataka Yoshida will hit for Garcia. The pitch from Weaver to Yoshida, ball one. Yoshida on the season hitting .234. He's got a couple homers. He's drove in 13. .1-0 pitch from Weaver to Yoshida. In the air. And calling for it is the shortstop Caballero. He's got it for out number 2. That was a pop-up just onto the outfield grass. And we're back to the top of the order in Gonzalez. Gonzalez is 0 for 2. He walked and scored on the low pinch hit 2-run single last inning. The pitch from Weaver to Gonzalez. Swing and a miss, strike one. Looking ahead to the Yankees' 7th inning, it's going to be Wells and then the top of the order, Grisham and Judge. Strike one pitch. Went around and Gonzalez couldn't hold up. He's behind 0-2. .0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Gonzalez goes down, and Weaver, with his third strikeout, ends the Red Sox 7th inning. On we go to the bottom of the 7th as they stretch in New York. Yankees lead the Red Sox 5-2. And again, it's going to be 9-1-2. Wells and then the top of the order, Grisham and Judge for the Yankees in the bottom of the 7th. As the Yankees are 6 outs away from salvaging the finale of this series. So we'll see if Weaver's night on the mound is finished. He's gone a 1 1/3 innings in relief now for the Yankees. Buehler expected to be back out there for the Red Sox. As Austin Wells will lead it off in the bottom of the 7th for the Yankees. Leading 5-2. Wells will step up 0 for 2 on the night. Buehler will be back out there for the Red Sox on the mound here in the 7th inning. As Buehler threw one pitch to get out of the bottom of the 6th. As these two teams, as mentioned a couple times tonight, own the top 2 wild card spots in the American League at the moment. One of these two teams will pick up a half game on Toronto. Pick up another half game on Toronto. They both picked up a half game on Toronto with Toronto's loss earlier today. If the Yankees can hold on and win, they will pull within 5.5 games of Toronto in the AL East and will also pull within a half game of the Red Sox for second. And not only for second, but also for that first wild card spot in the American League. As with the expanded baseball playoffs, now 3 wild card spots instead of just 2. So here we go, bottom of the 7th. Yankees leading 5-2, and Austin Wells will lead it off. And a big crowd on hand on a Sunday night in the Bronx. A little bit of a delay getting back going here in the bottom of the 7th. So here we go. Wells stepping up to the box now. Against Walker Buehler. In the final of 4 games in this series between these two long time rivals in Major League Baseball. All right, first pitch, bottom 7 is inside, ball 1. One 0 pitch bounces up there. It's now 2-0 on Wells. Two 0 pitch on the way. That's hit to the shortstop. Story with the throw over to first base, and Wells is retired for the first out of the bottom of the 7th. And here comes Grisham, who's hit the 2 long home runs to right center field tonight. One in the 3rd and one in the 5th. And they were both no doubt home runs to right center. Strike 1 on the first pitch to Grisham. That 0-1 pitch just missed inside to even the count, a ball and a strike. Here comes the 1-1. Upstairs, counts now 2-1 on Grisham. Buehler's 2-1 to Grisham. Off the plate, ball 3. 3 balls and a strike now. Three-1 is ball 4, and Grisham will draw a 1-out walk. Looked like Buehler was being very, very careful with Grisham at the plate. And here comes Aaron Judge. Judge is 0 for 2. He has reached on a walk. That came back in the first inning. And takes outside, ball 1. That's now 5 straight out of the strike zone by Walker Buehler. 1-0 pitch. That's not close either. It's 2-0. Looks like Buehler's being very, very careful against these two hitters. Two-0 pitch. Came after Judge on that one, and Judge fouls it off first base side. Counts even now 2-1. Two-one pitch. Swing and a miss. Judge went after that one. That may have been ball 3 outside, but instead it's 2-2. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Judge strikes out for the second time tonight. 2 down in the bottom of the 7th. And it will bring up Ben Rice. He's 0 for 2 on the night, but he has also reached on a walk. And strike 1 called. Pitching staffs have combined for 9 walks tonight. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Rice. Peel over to third base. Third base umpire says that Rice went around, so it's now an 0-2 count. 0-2 pitch to the Yankee first baseman. Down low. 1-2. One 0 pitch down low. It's 2-2. Looking ahead to the Red Sox 8th inning, it's going to be the 2, 3, and 4 hitters: Bregman, Anthony, and Story. Going to be trailing by at least 3. And the 2-2 pitch on the way to Rice. Upstairs, and that will fill the count, 3-2. Three-two payoff from Buehler to Rice. Got him on the outside corner. Yankees retired in order in the 7th. We head to the 8th. Yankees still leading the Red Sox 5-2. And again, it's going to be 2, 3, and 4 in the Red Sox lineup. Bregman, Anthony, and Story due up in the top half of the 8th inning. Again, other news from around the sports world today. Tommy Fleetwood winning the Tour Championship there in Atlanta and also winning the FedEx Cup Championship on the PGA Tour. So Fleetwood gets his first career PGA Tour win and in the process also lifts the FedEx Cup Championship trophy. We had 2 champions crowned today in the sports world, the other one in the Little League World Series championship game in South Williamsport, Pennsylvania. And Chinese Taipei wins the Little League World Series for the 18th time as they beat the team from out there in Las Vegas 7-0. 18th Little League Baseball World Championship for Chinese Taipei, but their first in 29 years. And they also became the first international team to win the Little League World Series since Japan back in 2017. Chinese Taipei used to be so dominant there at the Little League level. Had some issues there for a few years, but they have regrouped and they bring themselves a Little League championship back to Chinese Taipei in 2025. So here we head to the top half of the 8th inning. Weaver's thrown 22 pitches so far, and it looks like he's going to be back out for the 8th inning. As Bregman will lead it off for the Red Sox. Bregman has one of the 3 Red Sox hits. He singled back in the first. He's also reached on a walk and scored one of the 2 Red Sox runs. He scored on that low 2-run single in the 6th. And actually, it's going to be Devin Williams coming in to pitch for the Yankees here in the 8th inning. Williams, a 3-5 record, 5.11 ERA, 20 walks, and 69 strikeouts in 49 in the 3rd innings. And the first pitch from Williams in the top of the 8th is high and inside for ball 1. Williams has become the setup man. The 1-0 pitch is fouled away by Bregman. Counts now even a ball and a strike. Comes the 1-1 pitch from Williams to Bregman. Upstairs, 2-1 now. Two 2-1 pitch from Williams is a strike at the knees, 2-2. A couple defensive changes to tell you about. Paul Goldschmidt has come in to play first base for the Yankees. He replaces Rice. Volpe comes in to play shortstop. And Caballero, who was at shortstop, moves into right field. And Stanton is out of the ballgame. 2-2 pitch is bounced too short. Volpe makes the play over to first for the first out here in the top of the 8th inning. So Volpe just checks in defensively in the top of this inning and already gets a play to him. And here's Anthony. Anthony hitless in 3 attempts tonight. And Williams' pitch to Anthony is a strike. Anthony, the DH tonight for the Red Sox. And the strike one pitch, swing and a miss, and Anthony's behind the count now, 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch on the way. Outside, ball and 2 strikes. Here's the count on Anthony. One-two pitch. Upstairs, 2-2. Two-two pitch from Williams to Anthony. Swing and a miss, and Anthony strikes out for the second out at the top of the 8th inning. And it will bring up the cleanup hitter, Trevor Story. Story is 0 for 1. He's been hit by a pitch and he has walked. The pitch to Story, right down the middle, strike one. In the Yankees' 8th inning, it's going to be Bellinger, Volpe, and Chisholm. 4, 5, and 6 in the Yankees lineup. Here's the strike one pitch to Story, a swing and a miss. And Story's behind 0-2. Yankee fans rise once again. And the 0-2 pitch from Williams to Story. Upstairs, 1-2 now the count. One-two pitch, down low, 2-2. Williams gets set to deliver the 2-2 pitch to Story. Here it is. Swing and a miss, strike three. And the Red Sox retired 1-2-3 in the top of the 8th. We head to the bottom of the 8th. Yankees lead the Red Sox 5-2 as the Yankees now 3 outs away from salvaging the finale of this series against their longtime rivals. And are also 3 outs away from pulling within a half a game of the Red Sox. Again, for the Yankees, it will be Bellinger, Volpe, and Chisholm due up here in the bottom of the 8th inning. 4, 5, and 6 hitters. Actually, correction on that. It's going to be Bellinger, Goldschmidt, and Chisholm. Goldschmidt's in the 5 spot. For the Yankees. Couple defensive changes, forgot to tell you about for the Red Sox. Yoshida, who pinch hit for Garcia. Stayed in the game to play left field. Duran, who was in left field, is moving over to right field. So a couple defensive changes there for Boston. And again, before we go to the bottom of the 8th inning, I want to update you on my live stream schedule. Depending on the time tomorrow, I possibly will be on tomorrow night for the live stream of the Rays and Cleveland game. And will be on with you for a live stream of a college football game Thursday night. Again, not exactly quite sure which game it's going to be yet. As we get set for the first full opening weekend of college football. First pitch, top of the 8th inning, a diving catch made in right field off the bat of Cody Bellinger. That's Duran making the catch there in right field, the sliding grab to rob Bellinger of a base hit. Great sliding grab by Duran out there. And the batter will be Paul Goldschmidt, getting his first at bat of the game, hitting .281 on the season, 10 home runs. Drove in 42, and Goldschmidt takes high for ball one. One-0 pitch, Goldschmidt fouls it off to even the count, a ball and a strike. One pitch. It caught the outside corner for strike two. Bueller's 1-2 pitch. Upstairs, 2-2. Looking to the Red Sox 9th inning, it's going to be the 5, 6, and 7 hitters, Lowe, Duran, and Rafaela. 5, 6, and 7 due up for the Red Sox in the 9th. Here's the 2-2 to Goldschmidt. That's outside, and the count runs full, 3-2. Three-two payoff. Up the middle, base hit, and Goldschmidt is aboard with a one-out single here in the bottom of the 8th inning. And that will bring up Jazz Chisholm. Chisholm got the scoring started for the Yankees tonight with his 2-run home run in the bottom of the 2nd. As the Yankees have led ever since. Chisholm swings and misses at the first pitch for strike one. The 0-1 pitch on the way. Upstairs, 1-1. Bueller's 1-1 pitch on the way to Chisholm. Inside. 2-1 now. Two-one pitch on the way. Chisholm rips it to right. Back it goes and gone. Chisholm goes deep for the second time tonight. It's 6-2. Chisholm's 24th home run of the season, and RBI number 61, as Chisholm and Grisham have now both gone deep twice tonight, as that just cleared the right field wall. just got enough of it to just send it into the first row beyond the right field wall. The pitch here is a backhanded stop made by Lowe, and he will throw over to Buehler for the second out. As McMahon is retired. I should say RBI 61 and 62 for Chisholm on that home run. As the Yankees are back to a 5-run lead again. Two outs now, and the batter is Caballero. And the pitch misses for ball one. Caballero fouls it off to even the count 1-1. So the Yankees are back to the 5-run lead that they had earlier in the game. As Buehler's 1-1 pitch is hit to third. And the throw across the first in time to end the 8th inning. But a 2-run home run by Jazz Chisholm, his second home run of the night, has given the Yankees a 7-2 lead, with the last chance coming up for the Red Sox here in the 9th inning, as they will have 5, 6, and 7, Lowe, Duran, and Rafaela coming up, as they need a big 5-run rally here in their last 3 outs to avoid seeing their lead over the Yankees shrink to a half a game. Both teams have used 2 pitchers out of the bullpen. See who the Yankees go with now, since this is no longer a safe situation after that 2-run home run by Chisholm. 7 runs, 7 hits for the Yankees tonight. 2 runs, 3 hits for the Red Sox. 4 of the Yankees' 7 hits have been home runs. 2 from Chisholm and 2 from Grisham. Red Sox have salvaged just 3 hits against this Yankees pitching staff tonight. Red Sox have left 5 men on base tonight. Yankees have left 4. Both teams have played error-free ball tonight. But the Red Sox are down to their final 3 outs in this one, as they need a 5-run rally, down 7-2. As the Yankees look to salvage the finale of this 4-game series against the Red Sox, as they have scored 3 more runs tonight in this game, have the Yankees, than they did in the first 3 games of this series combined. They only scored 4 runs total the first 3 games of this series. And with this no longer being a safe situation, the Yankees are bringing on Camilo Doval to pitch. Doval came over from the Giants. His 10th appearance in a Yankees uniform for Doval. And the first pitch, top of the 9th, is right down the middle, strike 1. Overall, Doval, 54 innings, has a 3.67 ERA. Does have 15 saves on the season. This is a non-save situation. That pitch is lined into left center field for a base hit. And Lowe starts off the 9th inning with a leadoff single for the Red Sox. He's 2 for 2 since coming in as a pinch hitter earlier in the game, and it'll bring up Duran. Duran is 0 for 2. He has reached on a walk. Red Sox are going to have to get 3 more base runners to get the tying run to the plate. The pitch from Duvall to Duran. Right down the middle, strike one. Lowe, the leadoff single. He's at first. He drove in the 2 Red Sox runs back in the 6th with his 2-run single. Pinch hit single. 0-1, a swing and a miss by Duran, and Duran's now in an 0-2 hole. Rafaela on deck for the Red Sox. The strike 2 pitch from Duvall. Low and outside, a ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 pitch from Duvall to Duran. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's the first out here in the top of the 9th. Duvall with a strikeout, and it will bring up Rafaela. Hitless in 3 at-bats tonight. And the pitch, a swing and a miss. Strike 1. Red Sox are going up there hacking. The strike 1 pitch. Hit foul, and Rafaela in an 0-2 hole. Red Sox catcher Narvaez, who has one of the 4 Red Sox hits tonight, is on deck. 0-2 pitch, foul back. Pitch. That is lined into left field. That's going to fall and go to the wall. It's a double, and the Red Sox have runners at second and third with 1 out here in the 9th. Lowe stops at third, and the Red Sox are 2 batters away from getting the tying run to the plate. And the batter will be the Red Sox catcher Narvaez, as David Bednar starts to loosen for the Yankees in the bullpen. Here's Narvaez, 1 for 3 tonight, swing and a miss. Strike 1. Boy, how big is that Chisholm home run in the bottom of the 8th looking right now? If this game was still 5-2, Narvaez would be the tying run at the plate right now. The strike 1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and Narvaez behind 0-2. Yoshida, who came in to pinch hit earlier in the game, is on deck, playing left field in this game now. 0-2 pitch. Fouled away. That will reach the seats. Another 0-2 pitch coming from Duvall to Narvaez. And here's the pitch. Low and outside, 1-2. One-two pitch. Down low. Good stop by Wells. It's 2-2. Lowe standing at third. Duran standing at second. And the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike three. 2 out in the ninth. And I'm sorry, that's Raffaello standing at second. And it's up to Yoshida to keep the game alive for the Red Sox. The pitch from Doval. Hit foul, strike one. Doval looking to get the Yankees one final out and pull within a half game of the Red Sox in the AL East. The 0-1 pitch. On the ground to short. Throw across the way, dug out at first, and the Yankees have won it. 7-2 as the Yankees salvage the finale in this series over the Red Sox. Red Sox fall to 71-60. They are 5 games behind Toronto in the AL East. Yankees improve to 70-60. They pull within 5.5 of Toronto, but they pull within a half a game of the Red Sox for not only second place in the American League East, but also for that number 1 wild card spot in the American League. 7 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Yankees. 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Red Sox. Rodon gets the win. He's now 14-7 and becomes the solo leader in wins on the Yankees. May suffers the loss. For the Red Sox tonight. As the Yankees take this one 7-2, the Yankees will now get set to entertain the Washington Nationals for a series at Yankee Stadium. The Red Sox will head to Baltimore for a series with the Baltimore Orioles. Both those series begin tomorrow. One more look at the baseball scoreboard before I sign off the live stream tonight. Pirates 4, Rockies nothing, the final there. Rays 7, Cardinals 2. Orioles 3, Astros 2. Braves beat the Mets 4-3. Phillies beat the Nationals 3-2. 10-8. Royals beat the Tigers in Detroit. Marlins 5, Blue Jays 3. White Sox 8-0 over the Twins. Giants beat the Brewers 4-3. Rangers 5-0 over Cleveland. That's the second straight shutout for the Rangers in that series. Cubs sweep the Angels in Anaheim 4-3. Reds 6, Diamondbacks 1. Dodgers beat the Padres 8-2 to avoid the sweep there. Mariners beat the A's 11-4. And here the Red Sox beat the Yankees beat the Red Sox 7-2. Again, my name is John, Sports Bonanza John, my YouTube page. If you like what you see tonight, appreciate a like and subscribe. That would mean a lot and go a long way. Also on Twitch tonight is Sport Guru John. I do also have some content on Kick at Sports Kick John. Be back with you for sure Thursday night for a college football matchup. And again, depending on the time, I do have a funeral visitation tomorrow. But if I am back in time, I will be live streaming the Tampa Bay Cleveland baseball game tomorrow night. We'll see how time goes on that one. But if nothing else, we'll talk to you again on Thursday night for a college football live stream. Appreciate everybody. My name is John, and thank you for joining me tonight on this live stream, and I'll talk to you later on down the week. God bless.